Turki Alalshikh said something interesting. He came out and posted, there's no more room for pretty much, he said, loosely translated, we want two fighters to get in the ring and just knock each other silly. No more fighters to run around the ring and all this other stuff. And yeah, you got to give us entertainment, man. You can't just be running away like a marathon, like a race, like you running in a marathon, pretty much. This is what he's saying, pretty much saying, man. So I want to really touch on that for a quick second. I kind of like, I brought this up, or I made like a video about this, because remember Showbiz, the adult, he had like advocated for like fighting, like a law to get passed, some kind of policy in boxing where you shouldn't be able to really move around, and I'm not quoting him with that, but it was something similar. And I'm like this, man. Look, boxers been doing that for years. This ain't just start. There's always been fighters that moved around the ring and boxed. It's called boxing. I get it. You want to see entertainment. That you can have entertainment without two fighters standing in the middle of the ring and just beating each other senseless, man. Turki Alalshikh, he's a fan of boxing, man. But last time I checked, he never put on gloves and got in the ring and had to stand there and take punches, bro. He's done good things for boxing. I'm not going to deny that. But see, that's the problem. Now, there's some channels, I'm not going to say no names, that, we had a little bit of issues with. I had some issues with. But I remember this particular channel said something that's similar in the past. Like, this dude is kind of like he's trying to be a dictator in boxing almost. He's trying to rule things and control, and it's going to be a matter of time. And damn it, this is an indicator of that right there. That channel was absolutely right. I give my full credit to them. That's a sign right there that this dude Turki Alalshikh might be trying to, like, it's almost like a rule, like when you got two slaves and then they bring them out for the Coliseum days and the king is sitting at the table and he wants y'all to just battle it out for his entertainment. It almost seemed like that. So the Turki Alalshikh dude, his motives might be coming out even more as we go along, but he's saying he not putting on no more fights that's like that. You got to be pretty much it got to be a slug fest. That's what I get from it, and that's indirectly aimed at recent fights. I think he was really trying to say, he was talking about Devin Haney. And he probably talking about other fighters too that, we got the Shakur Stevenson. He liked the boxing, the performance that Dan put on, which was a little strange because I never saw Dan fight like that. So that's what people thinking that he might be, his confidence might not be fully there, but, my thing is, if you never, regardless to who's putting up the money for these fights, like, okay, cool, you put up the money, good, we know that already. But who are you to really dictate how two fighters fight in the ring, man? You ain't just coming along. You know how a lot of these dudes fight already. So unless you in there getting them punches, you can't just. It's like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna tie the fighter? He gonna cement their feet to the ring, make sure they don't go nowhere? Are we gonna get to that point? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I'm never gonna agree with that, because if you got that kind of fight in all fights, it's not entertainment. You know what to really expect. I want to see if you got a pure boxer versus a brawler and a pressure fighter. Can that pressure fighter stop that pure boxer from doing what he's doing? Can that boxer stop that pressure fighter from doing what he doing. That's what I like. Now, don't get me wrong. I like seeing when you got two brawlers. I like seeing that too. I like seeing when you got two boxers. I like seeing when you got a boxer and a brawler. I like variety. I don't want my fights to look the same. It don't seem like Turki Alalshikh really understand that. Yeah, he likes boxing, but he's a different kind of fan of boxing. I think he's more of a fan of boxing where he just like, ooh, like a little kid. Ooh, yeah, dad. I like that toy, dad. Like that. He's not like a boxing fan. Like he appreciate the sweet science. I really don't think he does, bro. My humble opinion. But I really ain't feeling that. That's like a dangerous thing. If it gets to that point where he gets the authority to make rules like that, then it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. Shit. If y'all watch an episode, there was an episode of the Twilight Zone. I don't know if y'all remember that. It was called Steel. Check that episode out, right? They banned boxing. Like they banned humans from boxing. It was robots boxing, like humanoid robots. It said boxing was abolished, and now only you had humanoid boxers, and they just stay in the middle of the ring punching each other and shit. Are we headed there with this Turkey dude? I don't know. We'll have to find out, right? Anyway, it's your boy Rebel Light Boxing. Let me know what you think. Catch y'all later.